Hello everyone, I am Anisha. Welcome to my channel, that is Virtual Classes. So today in this video we are going to learn a poem from your first unit only. Okay, this will be your second part. Okay, this is unit 1 only. First part we have completed, that is A Bottle of Dew, and here the second part is a poem. Okay, where we will understand the poem. And yes, I would like to say one more thing here. Many of us used to pronounce poem as poem, isn't it? But it is not the correct way of pronouncing poem, but you should be pronouncing as poem only. Okay, so let us do these activities before we read. So before reading the poem, let us do these activities and try to answer. We know that frogs croak. Did you know that the ravens also croak? So here the raven means this bird. Okay, so we know that the frog used to croak. They don't have a very unpleasant voice, isn't it? Their voice is like croaking sound. So just like that, this bird, okay, they also have a similar croaking sound. Okay, their voice, they produce similar croaking sound only. Okay, so next, which animal is shown to be cunning in stories? Circle the correct answer. So usually in stories, okay, which animal used to be shown as very cunning? Here three names are given: tiger, fox and bear. So what will be the answer here? Fox, obviously, isn't it? See, cunning here means very clever in a bad way, isn't it? Not in a good way, but very in a bad way. Clever, showing cleverness in a bad way, and always making others suffer only for their benefits only, isn't it? So that will be the answer here. So now let us read and understand this poem. See the picture here. There is a fox here, there is a bird here, isn't it? And the bird has a food in its beak, and this fox is watching it. So let us see what cunningness this fox will show here. Not fox, sorry, it is fox. So let us read. So the first stanza, okay, Mr. Raven was perched upon a limb. Mr. Raven means this bird, okay, the bird is Mr. Raven, his name is Raven, okay. So he was perched upon a limb. Perched means sitting, okay, sitting on a branch of a tree, and limb means the branch, okay. Here he is sitting here, isn't it? So Mr. Raven was perched upon a limb, and Reynard the fox looked up at him, and this fox is looking at him. Okay, see, he's looking at him. No, he is not looking actually at him, he is looking at this piece of food, and he has been thinking of some cunningness in his mind. Okay, so for the raven held in his great big beak a morsel the fox would go far to seek. See, the raven, okay, the bird, in his beak, okay, there is and his beak is very big. Okay, here, see this one, their mouth, let us say their mouth, okay, it is very big, and there is a morsel. Morsel means a bite of food, okay, piece of food. So the fox would go far to seek means here the fox is looking it, and he can do anything to snatch that food, that piece of food from that bird. Okay, so now let us see what does the fox will be doing. Okay, now let us see his cunningness here. Said the fox in admiring tone. So now he started saying in a very nice way, okay, admiring tone. My word, Sir Raven, you are a handsome bird. So he even addressed the bird by saying sir, showing that he respects the bird very much, okay, and in a very admiring tone means in a very nicely, like very sweetly, okay, and he is making the bird feel that he is very handsome, and he is saying that you are a very handsome bird, such feathers. So he is saying that okay, the birds have a very nice feathers, very handsome. Okay, so just he is cheating here. Okay, he is not saying this in a real way, he is just doing that to get that piece of food. Okay, so if you would only sing, the bird of these woods would call you king. So here woods means a small area of a forest where there are similar types of trees. Okay, so here fox, what is the fox saying to the bird? He is asking the bird to sing, and he is saying that if the bird started singing, he is saying that all the birds, the other birds who is living in these woods, okay, in that area, they will start calling him king. He was just praising him, okay, he was just praising him and making the bird feel that okay, he is very better than other, and he is very good in singing and all. Okay, so next let us see what happens next. So here the fox have already said the bird, okay, that he is very handsome, and he is asking the bird to sing. So now how does the bird react? Let us see. Okay, the raven, who did not see the joke. See, actually the fox is joking, isn't it? He is not saying it truly. Okay, he is just joking and making the bird foolish. Okay, forgot that his voice was just a croak, and in that while the fox was the fox was just complimenting him, okay, and that was not a real compliment, okay. He was only trying to snatch the food from the beak of that bird, isn't it, which is the raven. And here raven forget about that, and he also forget about that, about his voice as well, okay, which is just a croak, that he cannot sing very well, okay, his voice is not very nice, and making and just he is making the bird, he's telling the bird that he is a great singer and tempting him to open his beak to sing, okay. And when the bird does that, what happened, he opened his beak in his foolish pride, and down fell the morsel the fox had eyed. So what happens now, the bird, okay, like the bird also started thinking himself, okay, himself as very handsome and he is a very good singer. So out of that temptation, out of that pride, out of that foolish pride, we can say, okay, out of that foolish pride, he opened his beak, and what happened, the piece of food fell down which the fox had eyed. And actually the fox wanted that piece of food only, isn't it? So here, so how did the fox was able to take his able to take the food of that bird, that the morsel of that bird, by doing a false praising, okay, by praising the bird simply, and that is not in a true way, okay, by cleverly, cunningly, okay. And what happened next, haha, laughed the fox, and now you know, ignore sweet words that make you glow, pride, my friend, is rather unwise, I am sure this teaching is quite a surprise. So now what happens, as soon as the fox get the piece of food, okay, the fox started laughing and started telling the bird, the raven, okay, you should be ignoring sweet words, or you should be ignoring the sweet words which makes you pride, which makes you glow, okay. That means you should not be listening to all those things, you should listen to yourself and you should see how you are actually, okay. And that is why he is mentioning here, pride, my friend, is rather unwise. So if you start acting as very pride, then what happen, it will only lead you to foolishness, okay, and that is why it is unwise. So I am sure this teaching is quite a surprise. So the bird here, okay, the fox is telling the bird, okay, I hope that you have learned a lesson here. So this is all about the poem here. I hope you have understood, okay. So in this poem, the raven and the fox, what happened, there was a clever fox, isn't it, who uses trick to take the piece of food, okay, the piece of food from the beak of the bird, isn't it, and where the fox compliment the raven's beauty and singing ability, knowing that the raven cannot sing properly, okay, and making the raven believe that it could be the king of the birds if he sing, and flattered the raven open its beak to sing, and the food falls to the ground, and which the fox then eats and run away. And also at the last, what happened, he started laughing at the bird by telling him that you should be always ignoring the sweet words or the compliment which others give you. You should first understand yourself, you should not be proud, okay, you should not be proud for that, rather it is a foolishness. And he also said that I am sure that you have learned a lesson from this teaching. So this is all about the poem, okay. So I hope you have understood now. So now let us do some worksheet, okay, from your book. So okay, so let us discuss from the stanza only, okay, we have to fill up, okay. And yes, one more thing, the name of the poet who have written this poem is Jean de La Fontaine, okay, you have to remember his name. So here, first stanza, from the first stanza we have to fill this up, fill in the blanks by choosing the correct option. Mr. Raven is so what is a Mr. Raven? He is a bird, isn't it, not a frog, is a bird. So I'll just tick mark here, you can write it down, bird, okay. The name of the fox is, what was the name of the fox? Reynard, all right. Mr. Raven had dash in his beak. What does he had? A piece of food or a bunch of leaves? It is a piece of food, okay. So now let us see the second stanza. The fox calls the raven a, see, this is from second stanza, okay. So he's told him a good looking bird, handsome bird, isn't it. And second, the fox asks the raven to sing, okay. And the raven and the fox live in the, where they live, in the woods, okay, not in the trees, in the woods where there are similar type of trees, okay. And third stanza, let us see. From the third stanza we have to fill it up. The raven dash that he croaked, remember or forgot? So the answer is here, forgot, okay. And the raven opened its beak to, why does the raven open its beak? The bird opened its beak to sing, isn't it, sing. And third, the dash fell down. What fell down? Is it raven who fell down or the food? So the answer is food. Okay, the food fell down. So that is from the third stanza. Now let us look from the fourth stanza. Okay, that is the last one. The fox dashed at the raven. What happened? The fox now laughed at the raven. Okay, and next, it is not dash to be too proud of oneself. So it is not wise. Okay, here as it is not, we have to write wise. Okay, it is not wise to be too proud of oneself. We should not be very proud of ourselves. And what happens, as the bird was very proud of himself, and he even forgets that he only croaks, he doesn't sing well, so that makes him lose the food, isn't it? So the last question here, the raven learned a, what did the raven learn? Learned a lesson here. Okay, not teaching. According to your stanza, there is a teaching word. Okay, but the correct answer is lesson here. Okay, grammatically the correct answer is lesson. Okay, so now let us see the next thing here. Okay, we have to match the column A and column B. The column A, okay, there is a word, and in column B it is their meaning. Okay, so read the poem again and match the word in column A with their meanings in column B. Check your answer with your teachers and your classmates. So now let us see the answer of these things. Okay, so first one, perch. I have already told you the meaning also, isn't it? So what will be the correct answer here? Which will be the correct option? Your option number D. So you can simply write 1 here. Okay, set on a branch. Morsel, and morsel also I have told you the meaning. What is the meaning? Morsel means, what is the meaning? A small piece of food, isn't it? A small piece of food. 3, seek. What does this seek means? It means to look for something. Okay, to look for something, seeking. And 4, pride. Pride also I have already told you the meaning. What is the meaning of pride? Feeling that you are better than others. Okay, this one here 4, I'll write 4. And eyed, what is the meaning of eyed here? Looked with interest at something. Okay, so this will be your answer, option number B. Okay, now 6, limp. Limp also I have told you the meaning, isn't it? So what is the meaning of this limp? Limp means branch of a tree where the bird was sitting, isn't it? And last, woods. What does the meaning of woods? It means your option number F. Okay, smaller area of the forest with similar kind of trees, and this also I have already told you the meaning, isn't it? So this was we have completed this match the following also, isn't it, with column A and column B. And I hope you have also learned the word meaning here, isn't it? Perched, what does perched mean? What does morsel mean? Seek, pride, eyed, limp, and woods. So now let us see what do we have next. Okay, yes, we can do this as well. Okay, and I'll bring the question answer separately. Okay, after this we have this question answer. I'll bring that video of question answer separately where I'll type all the answer and we'll do it. Okay, so look at the picture and number them in order that they happen in the poem. Okay, now we have to look this picture and we have to see the action. Okay, and we have to we have to reorder them. Okay, and we have to reorder them and we have to see first what happened in the poem. We see also that the bird had a food in his beak, isn't it? So this will be the first action here. Okay, and after that what happened? See at the picture, the remaining 3 picture carefully. So after that what happened? The fox started looking at the bird, isn't it? Why not the bird? Actually the food. Okay, so this will be the second picture. Okay, and third one, what happens? Now the fox have falsely praised the bird by saying that the bird can sing very well, this and that, isn't it? So here, and as soon as the birds open its beak to sing, what happened? The piece of food fall. So this is the third one here. Third image will be this. Okay, and at last what happened? As the food falls on the ground, the fox ran away with the food. So this will be your option number 4. Okay, your fourth image here. So we'll do till here today. Okay, see others, there are these question and answers. So I'll bring this separate video of these questions and answer and we'll do it properly again. Okay, so I hope you have understood the poem here, and yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, and yes, please do write down some comment also, how do you find my class? Okay, because when you write comment I feel very happy and I feel very motivated as well. So all of you have a very nice day ahead. Bye.